Alright everybody, welcome to High Gear Racing. Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth as always, bringing you coverage for tonight. Of course, apologize for a little bit of some technical difficulties to start off with, but nonetheless, 50 laps in some of High Gear Racing's best. It's getting set to take the stage for tonight. Starting lineup for tonight, David Flanagan, Jeff Merck occupies row 1. Matthew Lee, John Ward from the second row. Row 3, Quentin Stanbot, Hunter Hastings. Row 4, Justin Millicar in the house tonight, along with Michael Barksdale to his outside. James Ware and Austin Sales rolls off. Row 5, Ricky Stewart, Cody Niegels. Row 6, Dylan C. Jones, Daniel Eberhardt rolls off from row 7. Row 8, Joshua McCullough, Chase Mastretta. Andrew Santo and Matthew Patton will occupy row 9. Row 10, Kenneth McCullough Jr. and William H. Scott. And that will conclude the field of 20 drivers for tonight. Right now, as the field gets set down the back straightaway. Alright. Andrew Santos in the pits, more likely be a delayed start than it is. Andrew Santos will catch up to the end of the field for tonight. They'll get going somewhere along the back straightaway. Jack Shack occupies the pole position with David Flanagan. Justin Millicar, another Jack Shack entry, along with Chase Mastretta. Alright. Field off turn 2. Right on board with David Flanagan for the start. And he's fired. We're down and away. At the line, John Ward leads lap 1. Down back straight away. Still Ward and Hastings, Jeff Mert, David Flanagan. Michael Barksdale moves into the top 5. Hunter Hastings going for a lead on Jeff Merck. Merck in new colors tonight. Hunter Hastings with Barksdale. Right now only 4 drivers on the outside lane, make it 5. But Stanbach jumps up, try to ace some assists as Hastings leads into turn number 1. Barksdale's going to go wide. Hastings down to the bottom on instinct alone. They did not want to be stuck 3 wide to start with, so right now Michael Barksdale will lead. Matthew Patton up to second, Austin Sill on the outside lane trying to pull Stanbach. Warren, Ricky Stewart coming into the mix. Warren drops down to the bottom. Ain't the field already going to think about field saving, maybe not. Merck and Hastings jump up to the outside lane side by side for second with Matthew Patton. Right now, everybody's evened out. David Flanagan has actually dropped back down to about the 10th spot. Starting on pole for tonight already in field 7 modes. Found his teammate Justin Millicar right behind him. Right now, Hunter Hastings, bit of a late block on Patton. Patton cut him a break early in the run. Already just 4 laps down, 46 to go, be 45 next time by. A little early right now to be unforgiving. Patton down to the bottom in front of Barksdale, John Ward, James Waring, 2 Nega Pro drivers. Make it 3 with Barksdale. As Hunter Hastings leads off of turn 4. Right now, Patton right back up to the front spot. Right now, 4 different leaders so far tonight. Patton and Hastings, Michael Barksdale, John Ward led the opening lap. Here comes Quinn Stanbach on the outside lane. 1 driver dropping all the way to the apron, Barksdale. He got shoved down line, a 4-style line. Either way, he's got to now blend back up into traffic. He will. Right now, Pat going 3x3. Saving Stewart trying to work that 3rd lane. Nobody goes with him. They'll blend back into the middle lane. Here comes Merck with Quentin Stanbach, Daniel Eberhardt with him. Right now, Patton gonna be 4-style line. Probably thinking right in the back, save a little fuel in his own right. The field works down the back straightaway again. Jeff Merck going for the lead on the outside. Well, right now, I mean, it's Quentin pushing it for all he's worth. Right now, Mert will lead through trouble. Hastings second. Ward, Standby, James Ware. The top five. Daniel Everhart, Dylan Fink. Matthew Patton, Justin Millicor, Ricky Stewart. Top 10. Throw Tucker McClendon in there. I think that's McClendon. So out front. New leader for the moment, Quentin Standbach, getting pushed by Everhart, and Jeff Mert will fall back to third. Standbach almost gave the lead away. Ken McCullough trying to make something happen back there in the 03 MMS racing machine. At the line, giving Standbach lead his first lap official. Right now, outside lane's completely deteriorated. Everybody merging down to the bottom. Oh, Quinn, stand back around! In front of the field, Hunter Hastings around. Caution is out. Man. Look back and see what happened. I think just a bad push off the corner. I should take it back another look at it from the far chase cam. Well, Daniel just gets into the back of it. Really, that's all it took. Big shot in the front for Hunter Hastings. Another look. Yeah, just bad push at a bad time. Crushing the damage to Hastings and Quentin Standbach both. Right on board. Forward Daniel. Well, lucky it wasn't more than what it was. We'll feel it in this time. Drivers issue on pit road. Burke and Flanagan both having to back up. John Ward winning the race off the pit road. Where? Alright, showed up. Let me confirm my stats. Yeah. So Ward, Matthew Patton, James Waring, Jeff Merck, Chase Pastrana, top 5 off the pit road. Justin Millicard. Justin Millicard, David Flanagan, Austin Sale, Cody Neagle, Dylan Jones, the top 10 off the pit road. Right now, lap leaders so far tonight. Matthew Patton's led the most at 4, Ward 2 along with Hunter Hastings. Everybody else 1 lap. You can also see where they're running at as of right now on the racetrack. With a re-rack at John Ward, James Waring, Dega Pro 1-2, Justin Millicar, Chase Mastrutta, a Jack Shack, Road 2 rather. Ricky Stewart, Quentin Stanbach, David Flanagan, Michael Barksdale, Austin Sale, Matthew Lee will round out the top 10. Well, alright. Ward and Waring brings us down to the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling again from Talladega. Now Justin Millicar, Jack Shack on the bottom lane with David Flanagan. Going to try and take it to Dega Pros right to start with. Right now, John and James working the bottom lane. Wearing almost a little bit too low. Keeps it straight on the racetrack. Chase Mastrada trying to pull that outside lane with Ricky Stewart in tow. Jeff Merck going to go to the third lane. Patton's going to jump out there with him. Andrew Santos going to join him as well. Oh, Ricky Stewart around. Flanagan involved. David Flanagan involved in this one. Well, don't look like it's as bad. Out on the 31 machine, go ahead and look at it. Now let's get 4 wide. Stewart comes down. Collects Flanagan. Again, lucky. Not everybody. Lucky and did not involve several more. However, for David Flanagan, a wild ride. Right on board with him. Quick stand box on board. Right now, John Ward still leader as the field we get ready to come in this time. Ward will bring the field down. Ward Burke, James Warren, Matthew Patton. Matthew Levy at top 5 off pit road. Standby Eagles, Mastrutta, Justin Millicor, Kenneth McCullough, the top 10. Field getting ready to come back to the green here. Gonna see if we have any takers before we re-rack the top 10. Yep, Ward will surrender the lead. We'll bring the majority of the field back in actually. Alright. to re-rack it. Jeff Merck, Matthew Leaf will be the top 2. Austin Sales, William H. Scott, Ricky Stewart the top 5. Matthew Patton, Quentin Stanbaugh, Chase Pastrana, Justin Millicard, Cody Neagles will round out the top 10. 11th through 15th, Michael Barksdale, Joshua McCullough, Dylan Jones, David Flanagan, Hunter Hastings. The remainder of the field, James Ware and Kenneth McCullough, Daniel Everhart, Andrew Santo, and John Ward. All right. Mark Patton brings us down. We're rolling again. Right now, Austin going to look to the inside. Jeff Merck down the back straightaway. William H. Scott way out of line. Well, he goes winning. Everybody migrates right back down to the bottom again. Well, Jeff Burt's going to bring him around yet again. Anyway, Matthew Patton with a big run on the outside lane. Try and bring Santos with him along with John Ward, Michael Barksdale. But Patton will get clear for the moment. Santo not quite able to yet. Never mind. Santo clear, Ward and Barksdale. Man, what a hell of a run down the back straightaway. We'll drop Jeff Mert right along with him. Quentin Standby. Good God almighty. Got him a set of good battles on them cars. There comes Mert. Big run this time. Not quite able to get there yet. He thought about diving out of line, however, bottom lane's completely gone. All the way back, everybody else diving. 3 wide. Cody Neagles, Joshua McCullough coming. Baz going to try to get that bottom lane rolling. There you see, big breakaway. Right now, Chase Mastretta trying to pull remnants to that outside lane as the pack tries to come back as one, but right now 2 distinct packs. They're going to come back. Right now, Matthew Patton leads over Andrew Santos, John Ward, Michael Barksdale, Jeff Mert, your top 5. Field comes back together as one. 28. laps to go. Right now, McCullough jumps up to the outside lane, going to try to push Ward up there as is. Here comes the rest of the field. Joshua McCullough, Jeff Merck, Standbach. Among others. John Ward back to the top. Ward's led 8 laps so far tonight. Race recap if you're just joining us so far. Right now, Ken McCullough leads. 2 cautions for 6 laps, 10 official lead changes for tonight. To go a little bit even further in depth, go back live from the blip cam. Even more further in depth part of it is lap leaders board officially updated. Back to see if Kenneth McCullough got his name to the mix right now. McCullough 1-2. Kenneth and Joshua. Yep, McCullough does. Biggest gainers since the start, and of course, well, no surprise. Kenneth and Joshua McCullough up 18 and 13 both. Pat and Santos 11 and 9, and then of course Chase Mastretta right now in the 13th spot, up 3 for where he started. Well, $25 to go. I think right now everybody's banking. Well, another pit stop, half down, halfway to go. There's at least one more left. Right now, single file action, never mind. Action starting to stir. Back in the field, Cody Niggles trying to make something happen. Niggles, Lee. A couple others. Dylan Jones as well among them. Eberhart, Hastings. Quentin Standbot, William H. Scott. Everybody, here comes that outside lane. Holland. But if you're the McCulloughs, what do you do? Patton jumps up to make this. Along with Mert, going to make an even stronger lane. Jeff Mert wants to lead back as the McCulloughs lead into turn 3 and 4. Cannot guarantee they'll lead out of it. Nope, Jeff Mert down to the bottom. Matthew Patton will come right up next to him, try to side draft. Get a big run, Matt Lee. On the outside, Patton drops to the bottom lane at the line. Give it to Matthew Lee, barely. right now. Really heard a lot out of Cody Eagles all night, but now he is working inside the top 5. Everhart was up there earlier along with Hastings. Ain't heard a lot out of them since the start. Right now, Everhart. I didn't think Daniels put his name on the list. He has earlier. He's going to lead his second lap of the night. Here comes Standbot, bring it to a Jack Shack zone. Justin Miller car, David Flanagan get up the outside. Flanagan started on pole, got turned around. Right back in it. William H. Scott, fast lap of the race, 48.661. A couple laps ago, the field work coming back straight away. Stand by. Going to take the lead. Here comes Patton Ward and James Waring to make it 3 wide on the outside lane. But here comes the field in. 14 laps, this will more likely be it. A lot of drivers locking up the brakes. Hastings in the grass. Kind of got a little help from Matthew Patton there. Matthew Lee instead of Matthew Patton, my mistake. Single file down back straightaway. Patton still the leader. Ward, Standbot, Miller, car, Flanagan, top 5. We're going to see if this field, if this little pack comes in this time, it tries to go a little bit longer. Here they come. Cleaner to a degree. Drivers locking up the brakes. Locking up tires. Going to see if anybody comes in for any extra tires. That would be Flanagan in. Went and standby, overshot the pit box. That's going to kill standbox time on pit road. Nichols, Lee, Hunter, Hastings, Daniel Everhart, Dylan Jones. Here comes Jeff Merck on the outside lane, bringing Kendall McCullough with him. Oh, the field gonna try to slow him up. Made him scatter for the most part. Oh, there goes Flanagan around again. Merck involved. Ken McCullough gets a piece of this. Jeff Merck. Matthew Patton involved. Good grief. Well, I gotta admit, a little bit sketchy whenever them drivers putting it right back up onto the racetrack. We'll look at it. Flanagan tried to slow him down, unfortunately. I think he found out he weren't going to really be able to kind of blend back in line. Everybody else just, that's hard to say. Everybody just ran out of room because of that. I believe Hunter Hastings into Matthew Lee. Right on board with Hunter Hastings through this, see what he sees. Jess. John Ward get a piece of this. Ward actually will save it. David Flanagan. He tried to block it. Don't think he got it just by getting split under Hastings. They're just a misjudge. Really, but I don't know if I can really fault Hastings for that. Well, they got the green flag pit stops in. However, I don't think that's how they anticipated this going. Well, well, 15 laps to go. Cody Nichols officially adds his name to the leaders list. We're back in the pits this time. Well, Trey Rackett for the restart. Cody Nichols, Dylan Jones, Kenny McCullough, Austin Sells, Jane Ware in the top 5. Chase Mastrota, Quentin Standby, Joshua McCullough, Justin Miller Carr, Ricky Stewart rounds out the top 10. Nichols Jones brings us down to the United Rails restart zone. We're rolling again. Okay, Nichols with a great start. Going to get Dylan Jones. Opportunity slide down right in front of Kevin McCullough. McCullough again pushed by Chase Mistretta. Outside lane pass. That not going. McCullough and Dylan Jones going to jump up to the outside lane. Here comes Mistretta. On the bottom, MMS formed up. On the outside lane, Pat is going to swing it wide. Josh McCullough is going to go with him. They swing it right back down to the middle lane again. Pat. I think Pat has decided I don't want to be in line. Trying to pull the line. However, it's going to leave Josh McCullough out. 13 to go this time. Here comes Jones with a surge up the middle lane. McCullough right behind him. The line giving Dylan Jones officially leading his lap. His first lap tonight. William H. Scott down to the apron. No harm, no foul. 3 wide, further back. Oh, there goes Austin around. Pushed it out again. Austin sail around. Well, see what happened this time. And back straight away. Nah. Cody Eagles, pretty sure he just had a jump scare. Looking back at it. Gonna give a push to Patton, and I think they maybe thought about going to the bottom lane and realized they weren't clear. And him and Warren just get off centered. And around Austin goes. And Kevin McCullough will get a piece of this. Cody Nichols as well. Austin saves it for the most part. Get McCullough and James wearing a few other ones in this time. Gonna be 9 to go when they take the green flag again. What's up, Jimmy? That wrong one. Well, she can't really many to choose from, actually. Can't talk Quentin Standbach. Quentin Standbach, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I gotcha. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. It's been a solid night for the 22 machine so far.
Been all right.
It's been all right. A couple near misses here and there, but other than that, a strong run. Where's the confidence level as we get ready to go? Get ready to go back green with 9 to go.
I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, this is kind of the spot I don't love to be in, coming to 9 to go, but you know, we'll take what we can get and see what we can do with it.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you. Hopefully, when it's all said and done, we'll get to talk to you at the end of this thing.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll re-rack it. Dylan Jones, Matthew Patton first, second, Chase Mastretta, Quentin Standbach, third and fourth, Millicar, Barksdale, Joshua McCullough, John Ward, Andrew Santos, David Flanagan. The top 10. Jones, Patton, Brisbane, we're rolling again. 9 to go. Dylan Jones, Mastretta able to sneak away. Here comes Millicar with a run. Jack Shack second and third down the back straight away. Barksdale's going to drop down to the bottom. Josh McCullough going to jump up to that third lane. Here comes Will. He's going to bring Burt. Matthew Lee, another winner. Flanagan up to the top side. Jack Shack trying to form up the third lane. So far, so good. Eight to go at the line. Right now, down the back straight away, outside lane. Still formed up. Here comes Lee, Niggles, and others on the bottom lane. Jeff Burke's going to slide for an award. Field going to migrate down to the middle lane. Mastretta down to the bottom. Oh, Matthew Lee around. Into the inside retaining wall, no caution. Meanwhile, at the front, Justin Millicar and Flanagan takes the top spot. They go to turn number 1. Joshua McCullough got trying to get Ware, Santos, and others back up, even with the Jack Shack, well, trio, I should say. Down the back straightaway, Millicar blocks it, going to take the shove from McCullough. Ware's going to dive down to the bottom, Santos stuck in the middle. Well, we'll find out for now. Calm before the storm, 3 wide, still further back. Ware getting pushed by Flanagan and Chase Mastrutta on the ball lane. Nichols migrates down. They are 4 wide off of 2. Caution's out. Ricky Stewart around in the middle of 1 and 2. Well, see what happened to Ricky. Let's see, fast forward a little bit. Oh! Now hold up a minute. Alright, Eberhardt comes into the 9. Now I do want to see something real quick. Just looking back at something. Probably not what I'm thinking. Nah. Alright, well, the only thing I got to say is, well, that part there, weren't able to get thrown down too much. This, massive miscue on Daniel Eberhardt's part. Well, 4 to go. Let's see. They might set this up for a natural green-white checkered. 3 to go. Lights me out on the pace card. Hey, more than likely he's going to set this up as a natural green white checkered. Good. In case it don't, we get 3 attempts at an overtime. First 2, the caution comes out, we'll re-rack them and try it again. The third one, if there's a wreck before the white flag, it does not matter. Then we'll race it back. Alright. Re-rack it. Justin Miller car, Joshua McCullough, first, second. Hastings Jones, James Waring will be at top 5. Kevin McCullough, Andrew Santos, David Flanagan, Quentin Stanbach, Jeff Merck, the top 10. Alright. Miller car brings us down. Rolling again. But the best jump Justin could have imagined. Going to jump right in front of Joshua McCullough. Hastings Waring Santos on the bottom lane. Right now, Ward's going to shoot it out the middle lane. Flanagan's going to block it. No holds barred. Joshua McCullough down to the middle lane. Hunter Hastings trying to work that bottom lane. At the line, white flag, 1 to go. Miller car with a surge on the outside lane. Bringing Jones with him. Yeah, Waring and Santos stuck on the bottom lane. No help. I got Barks down the back straightaway. Miller car up to cover. Hastings working the middle lane with Joshua McCullough in tow. Into turn 3 for the final time. Austin drops to the bottom. 3 wide. Oh, there goes McCullough around. Everybody's wrecking. Except for about 7 or 8 of them. All right, Mastretta hard into the wall. Hunter Hastings through the tri-oval. Miller car hung out to dry. Cody Nichols, one last shot at it. Nichols at the line. Give it to Hunter Hastings, barely. Have you ever? Very few times. Hastings returns to victory lane tonight. Top two, Niggles, Hastings, and of course Justin Milliker will go home third. See, you can't get a word with Hunter Hastings. They had to go up and down the place to find him here a second. Ah, that's why. Hunter Hastings, Gary Jenkins up here, broadcast booth guy, copy buddy.
Yes, sir.
Well, I had to go all over the place to find you. I had no idea you were in the PGR chat, but regardless of the fact, take us through it. Were you waiting for the moment to try to step out at the end, and did the wreck behind you kind of help that, or really take us through the green-white checkered?
Yeah, I got stuck on the bottom and went up and blocked the middle. Thought I was going to settle for like third, fourth, or fifth, and then they all wrecked, and I got lucky and made it through.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. And really, a little bit chaotic at times, but we did get through the green flag pit stops. Matter of fact, take me through that incident with the pit stop. Looked like possibly a misjudge. What was your take on it?
We were coming with a full head of steam, and David wanted to try to slow us down. He went up in front of Matt Lee, going 30,000 mile per hour slower, checked us all up and wrecked us.
Well, buddy, a hell of a recovery from that. You walk out here tonight returning to High Gear Racing Victory Lane. Last question I got for you before I let you head out of here tonight. Pretty sure there's a main event coming up. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
I'd like to thank you for broadcasting.
All right.
Thanks for my teammates there, Reese.
All right, buddy. Well, as all said and done, Hunter Hastings survives the carnage on a wild night in High Gear Racing to get the win at Talladega. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Next up, get Cody Niggles up here in the booth. Cody Niggles, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Oh, yeah, what's up?
Well, been a wild night for the six. Really did not see up to the last half of the race. I got to ask, did you wait just a little bit too soon, or did you think you had it timed out just right?
I was running with him, and I told him in Discord I was going to make the move late. But I also didn't want to, screw him. Because they were like, oh, don't hang him out too soon and then, cause him to parachute back and then, someone else have the chance to win the race. So the idea was just to make, a safe move on him to where I can, we're going to get 1-2 regardless. But it's pretty easy move for him to just come down and door me a little bit and take the win. But, I'd rather take P2 and have a teammate win the race versus, making the move too soon and then someone steals the win from us.
Well, buddy, looked like for a second there, Justin Millicar might have done that. Walk me through the green-white checker for you up until that point. Were you expecting the wreck to happen on the last lap, or were you thinking we might make it back here?
I thought that we were going to make it back, maybe a small wreck or something. I didn't think it was going to be quite that big. I was up front, and then I got the short end of the stick with everyone going up, and I kind of got stuck on the bottom, got shuffled to the back, took tires. Wasn't really too worried about it. I know I can make it through the field in 2 laps. It's just a matter of picking the right lane and watching where the runs were. And I was in an outside, a fringe money spot, before the wreck happened. And I was actually going inside to cut it 4 wide because there was a spot there. But as I cut it 4 wide, the wreck was happening right around me. But I had Matt Pat behind me, and I was trying to clear the path for me and him to potentially get into the money. And it looked like we were going to do that, but it was definitely pretty easy once the wreck happened. So got a little lucky with it, but still, I think it was going to be. I would have loved to have seen it if the wreck didn't happen, because I think we had a pretty good run for him there.
All right. Well, it was still a hell of a night for the 6 team. Last question I got before I let y'all get ready for the main event. Is there anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Hell yeah, I want to thank you, Garrett, for putting the broadcast on. Got to thank James Waring and Jimmy Crow for putting HGR on, all the teammates at NBG, and always got to thank the good Lord above.
All right, buddy. When it was all said and done, Cutting Eagles will come home second tonight for High Gear Racing. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job tonight.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, probably one of the most enviable spots leading at the white flag. Justin Millicard, Garrett Jenkins up in a broadcast booth. Yeah, got a copy, buddy.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Going pretty good. But is it really one of the toughest spots to be leading at the white flag, in your opinion, being a sitting duck? Or do you feel like there's something that you maybe could have done a little bit different?
No, I don't know. I mean, for me, I've always felt super comfortable leading, especially on the way. In this situation, I kind of got put in a spot where there were just so many teammates behind me, and my team was a little further back. At that point, I mean, you're just trying to survive the fucking thing. You're not trying to do anything crazy. I knew everyone would shoot mid at the end there because they have to, and that's kind of why I shot the move into 3 to the middle. And it just so happens at the same time I did that, the whole momentum got wrecked. So, it kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think third in the spot I was in was probably a pretty good situation, seeing who I had behind me and stuff.
Well, buddy, it's a hell of a job we got. I know I'm going to go a little bit off topic here. We're going to go a little bit into the future for a brief moment. Hell of a run tonight for the Jack Shack. Confidence level for tomorrow night. Contender Series finale for Season 3. Confidence level going into that, and really confidence level as a whole after a strong run tonight.
Probably going into tomorrow, we're at Miami, so that kind of sucks. So I'd say confidence level, like maybe in the 1 or 2 out of 10. Confidence level in money racing and super speedway racing is through the roof right now. Couldn't have done any of this without my teammates and everyone that races every single day. Appreciate y'all and everyone that watches.
All right. Well, at the end of the night, Justin Millicard will lead at the white flag, but will come up 2 spots short of the win tonight. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job regardless.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. At the end of the night, final results will go as followed. The Hunter Hastings Cutting Eagles will be in the top 2. Justin Millicard, David Flanagan, James Waring, Andrew Santos, William H. Scott, Michael Barksdale, Kim McCullough, Quentin Stanbach will be the top 10. Jeff Martin, Joshua McCullough, Dylan Jones, Ward, Matthew Patton, Chase Pastretta, Austin Sell, and Ricky Stewart will be the top 18. Of course, Daniel Eberhardt, Matthew Lee will round out the 20-car field. With that being said, congratulations again in order to Hunter Hastings returning to victory lane tonight. Tomorrow night, Truex Truck Series live on the Raging Giddy Racing Network. Following that, the Midnight Racing League Contender Series season finale live from Miami International Speedway. Isaac Smallwood looks to lock up the championship tomorrow night. All that will be live on PGR Esports for Midnight Racing League, of course. And then, of course, Saturday, the Midnight Racing League Cup Series. And until then, appreciate everybody watching. And I will see everybody tomorrow night on PGR for the Midnight Racing League. Until then, take it easy and have a good night.